Okay, we're live and welcome everybody. It is Black Friday and lots of you have been asking me what we're doing here at Content Sparks for Black Friday. And I emailed and gave you a little bit of a hint, or actually more than a hint. I told you what we're doing. And the launch email went out this morning. And it's something a little different that we haven't done before, which is a bundle of all the bonuses we've done, pretty much all the bonuses from the last year. Now, these are bonuses that we gave to people who purchased whatever was being launched or on sale during a very short window of time. Usually it's about 4 to 6 days. And often people missed it and get upset and want to buy it, but they're not for sale anywhere at all. These were just bonuses for early action takers. So we bundled those all together. There are 12 that are editable, so that PLR, brandable content, and one that's personal use, but you're definitely going to love and want to use all the time. So before I actually show you the bonuses and we'll talk about different ideas, you guys should know Sarah by now. I'll show you all our information. I just want to show you first, there's the link. So keep note of that. That's the link for the bundle. Really simple, contentsparks.com/BF bundle, right? And you can see that just for a moment. And now it's here and now it's gone. We're here, we're gone. Anyway, any questions you have as we go along about specific bundles, just pop them into the comments. We'll look out for them. We'll share screen, and I'm going to pop over and share screen now with everything. If you have ideas, have seen some of the bonuses or have a few of them yourself, definitely share your ideas of how you've used them as well. Also, we've priced it really, really, really low so that if you already have a few, it still makes sense to get the rest. All right. And they're all related to different courses in Content Sparks. And of course, we have a discount coupon so that if there's one that you want to get, you can get a really good deal on it. So let me just hop over and share the screen. Unless you have something really quick to add, Sarah.
Nope, I'm being quiet because my dog's barking.
Okay, so I'm going to pop over and share the screen. Here, let me make it full size so that you can see for the moment, and then we'll come back on screen. So this is just the sales page for the Black Friday bundle. So you can go over there. It's that contentsparks.com/BF bundle. If you want to look at it at any point, that's the URL once again. And you're going to see, this is kind of our typical layout. So before I go into it, I just want to mention one thing. And I just lost my mouse because I'm on 2 monitors and it's just disappeared. There it is. So you'll see there's some add to cart links. There's screenshots of everything, the bonuses. The first 8 of them are all ready to go challenge kits. And I'll go through into one of them because they're all set up the same way, and we'll talk about different ways to use them because they don't have to be used as challenges. And then there are Canva images that can be used for lots of different things, not just the course that it's related to. There's a content inspiration calendar that really can be used for anything. Website content planner, some mini planners for book publishing, and then this is a personal use thing, but I'll jump inside that because you'll want to see it. All right, so normally if we were selling them, they'd be about $47 each, but we're selling it for $47 for the whole bundle. Woohoo! So let me show you what's different that I was going to explain to you. There's an upsell page, and you're going to notice something different here, which is that it just looks different from our usual one. So if you've purchased something from us before, this is going to look different. And you'll see we've got this nice box with my picture and a signature. There's some other little pretty boxes with a little icon. And we've done different backgrounds and laid this out much more nicely, or much nicer. And then you'll also see on the thank you page even more, use that box and done some other different layouts and stuff. So we've moved over to a new theme. Oh, look at this with the nice background and stuff. We moved over to new theme, Thrive Themes, and a lot of the pages were gradually moving over to a different layout. So I'm not going to go into that in detail now because next week and next week, next Thursday, which is December 5th, I think. But yeah, the 5th, I think. No, the 3rd. Sorry, I don't know what date we are. So December 3rd, next Thursday, we do have another launch of something called Track Your Leads with content upgrades. It's using content upgrades. And we're going to do a bonus training for people that buy that during the launch, and it'll all be around designing your content. And some of that will be some of the tips that we've used. We're applying on new things on our site. We're using Thrive Themes and Thrive Architect to do that. So Kevin Arrow, Sarah's other half. I was going to say better half, but you're his better half. Unless from whatever perspective. So he's going to come on and do a bonus training for us for that. So you'll definitely want to keep an eye out for that. All right. So let us go back to that screen again. And that was just the peek at the new layout for the download page. And without further ado, let's jump into the bonuses. So I'm going to go back to my Windows Explorer, which you're not going to be able to see very well. So let me make that a little smaller. And we'll just go through some of the bonuses. Again, if you have questions, just pop them in. So let's open just one of them to start with. This first one I'm going to open up is the one that's related to how to build your audience using social media. And as I mentioned, with the challenge kits that we do, can you still hear me okay? Because my Wi-Fi is a little choppy. All right. With these challenge kits, they go with, or they were given out as bonuses for Blaze packages. Those are our full course kits with the student, instructor, and lead generation materials that form a full funnel. But they're based on the opt-in lead magnet in those Blaze packages. And what we do is we repurpose them into a 5-day challenge. So it's based on the materials in that opt-in report. We convert them into emails, a little script, the intro you can use as a live stream script. And then we add on a couple emails for promoting your course at the end. So they can be used as emails, they can be used as live streams, and I'll open up one so that you can see it. This is the document that you would get. It's called Challenge Instructions Emails. And I'll make this full width. There's a table of contents, which has each one, and then there's an intro. If I make it full page, you can see it a bit better. There. Can you see that better?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's instructions, and then you'll see there's email 1 with your place to put your name. There's the action steps for each day, places to put your links in the PS, and a call to action. So you get the 5 days repurposed from that opt-in report. And then the last 2 days, so you have 5 days, and then you have day 6 and day 7 emails. And those are those promo emails. Your next steps, all the highlighted stuff is where you customize it, and we give you those placeholders so that you can add your own details, what you've done with the course, and links to your sales page and any other things. We suggest putting in screenshots of happy customers, stuff like that, to really increase your conversions when you do promote it. But here's the kicker. You do not have to use this as a challenge. So there are 8 of these related to 8 different topics that were related to 8 different courses of ours in this bonus bundle. If you don't have a course ready, but you're interested in the topic, use it to build your audience. Run it as a challenge, run it as live streams, use it as part of an email series, autoresponder series that you want to set up to nurture your list, to segment out your list into people that are interested in a certain topic. So you could set up it as an autoresponder with action steps and invite people to learn more about that topic, and then tag them so you know they're interested in it, so that in the future when you want to do something in that topic, you know who's interested in it, and you're going to have better opens, better clicks, more conversions. And it's a great way to test out the idea too. So you're getting all that content. Say you think there are 3 different topics you want that your audience might be interested in. They might be interested in, let me see what the different topics were again. Can you see that? Okay. So the topics in the challenge, you get 8 challenges. We've got social media, business growth planning, keeping your customers for life, group coaching, promoting and marketing your business book, getting interviewed on podcasts, launching your product, and getting free publicity. So with all of those different topics, if there are, say, 3 that your audience is interested in, you can have 3 different opt-ins using the email series and tag each group. If you have a lot more people who are, say, interested in building your audience, then you know that that's the course that you're going to want to deliver, or that's the topic you're going to want to deliver a course or some other program on in the future. And then you can focus on that. So that's a great thing about having this. What else? You had some other ideas on that, Sarah, for what to do with the challenges.
I was going to say, you don't have to run them as challenges. You can do them as live streams on your Facebook page to build your likes and your following there, or you could do it on Instagram and build your following there. But all of these things around building your following, you need content, and it needs to be linked together so that people keep coming back for more. And of course, you need something to sell to them. But if you don't have something to sell to them, then you can affiliate. So if you know somebody who's got a brilliant course on Instagram, you can build your audience with social media, and then at the end of your challenge, be an affiliate for somebody else's program. So you have the joys of running a challenge and exciting an audience, but no hassle in delivering a course or an end product at the end of it. So you still get paid as an affiliate, you still earn your money, and you've got an excited audience doing something that they want to do at the end of it. And for some people, that might be something that kickstarts things. So if you got that packet today, say you got the bundle, you unloaded the social media audience, you tailored it a bit to the platform that you were looking to do it on, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or whatever platform you're most comfortable with. And then you went out and looked for a product. Maybe you ask in some communities you're in, who's got a course on this or who does training on that. Find out if they've got an affiliate scheme. Get yourself registered and approved. And ask them if you can look through the materials. They might jump on a call with you and show you, so you can confirm it's exactly what your audience wants. I know that if anyone wishes to affiliate for me, then I'm more than happy to jump on a call and go through the courses. If you wish to affiliate for Sharon, you already know what's in the courses. You don't need Sharon to jump on because you've got them. Yeah, but there are plenty of people out there with courses who have got affiliate schemes, so you don't have to sell your own at the end of it. So don't think, oh gosh, now I've got this bundle, I'm pressured to create a course. Because you're not. You can sell somebody else's course. It doesn't even have to be a course. You can sell something like AppSumo software, or there's also PitchGround, which do deals. So you can find a deals company and see if there's a software that fits what you're talking about and pitch that at the end of your course. So there's lots that you can do. It doesn't have to be the most obvious of creating your own course. So you can get the materials and deliver a challenge and upsell a software or somebody else's program and still earn good money from it. So don't think that you're under pressure to do everything all at once, because you're not. because you can deliver a challenge, sell some software from AppSumo, and when they pay you out, you've got, say, $1,000, and at that point you can afford somebody to edit your videos for your course and upload it into your plan. So it can be part of a longer term strategy. And sometimes I think people tie themselves up into knots that, oh gosh, there's 8 challenges there, I've got to do all of those challenges and all of those courses relating to them, and I've got to do them all by December the 31st or the world will end. And it won't, honest. You can do them and use them in lots of ways. You're on mute, Sharon.
That's how you get me to not interrupt you. No, I see that all the time. You see big name people doing some sort of challenge or training in order to then warm up their audience to promote someone else. So that's a great thing to do. And also, it doesn't have to be to sell something like a program or for promoting someone. It can be a surprise thing for current clients. So say you have some new clients or new program you're doing for coaching, you could offer the challenge for that very small group as a bonus for signing up for certain service, or from some coaching clients, or as a surprise gift. Say you have a small coaching group, and you want to focus on one of these topics as a theme for 1 month for accountability. This can be to help them get some accountability or kick off the topic and get them started. And then you can be working with them in a small group or one-to-one afterwards to help them implement that. So they'll get those basics during the challenge and introduction as a group. So you don't have to be explaining one-to-one each concept and spending all that time. So you kick it off with a challenge and then sign them up for coaching services to go that next step. And of course, you could use one of our courses to get the details. Like Sarah, you've used the materials before just one-on-one with clients with one of the programs. Yeah.
With the I called it Leads to Sales, but it was a sales process for discovery course.
Yep, the prospect to paying client one.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah,
and that works really well. And a lot of people do sometimes think because it says course, you have to do a course. But the brilliant thing about the brandable content is it's like, I'm going to say putty, but I don't know if there's a US equivalent.
What did you call it?
Putty, dough.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's like dough. You can shape it and mold it and create what you want. So you can use that dough to be pizza, but you can also turn that dough into a loaf of bread. And if you're anything like my family, you'll use that dough to enhance the carpets and the walls and feed to the dog. But you're not limited to just using it as dough. It's up to you to sculpt it into the form that you want. And if you are most comfortable delivering one-to-one, then deliver one-to-one. And if you're most comfortable, some of the best programs that I've ever done have been delivered live, where I would deliver the course materials on the Monday, and on the Wednesday, do a Q&A, and on the Friday, set the homework, and on the Monday, deliver the next bit, on the Wednesday, the Q&A, on the Friday, set the homework. And whilst at the time it seems like a lot of work, because I was doing these at 8 o'clock in the evening so that we could fit the US clients in, whilst it seems like a lot of work, they had the most engagement in out of all of the classes that I've ever done. They had the most rapport and connection between the community. And I say this as somebody who hates delivering anything live. Yep. It takes a lot for me to be here with Sharon. It takes a lot for Sharon to be here with me. And, this doesn't come natural to us. It's part of being a business owner that we get on the screen and talk you through the products and show you and astound you with all the things that you can do with it. So don't think you have to be perfect and that you have to love it and you have to do everything wonderful. You just have to believe that you're serving your customers in the best possible way. And sometimes that best possible way is getting on the screen and delivering something live. And the first 20 times are fine.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah. And you've got all of the content and the challenges to guide you. So it's not as if you're having to think it up from scratch, because you can have it on your screen or you can have it on your iPad and be reading off the iPad and talking on the screen and looking at the questions. Whilst that sounds like a lot is going on, that's exactly what we're doing with you right now. We're looking at our challenge kits, we're talking, we've got an eye over on the questions and the comments that are coming through. Hello, Microsoft Office speed tips. Glad to hear Seattle's sunny. So you can see that it's not as difficult as what it sounds when you actually say, oh, you're going to do this and this and this. It does sound a lot. It does sound overwhelming. But actually, it's not. You can easily fit it in.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't have to be 5 days. So on the 5-day challenge kits, like Sarah said, she did Monday, then a Q&A Friday, Wednesday, and then
Yep.
Friday was, what was your Friday thing again?
Setting homework, which is
Setting
the worksheet.
Right. So accountability, and then Monday, the next theme. So depending on the topic, you may want to spread that out as well. So you have to judge with your audience, but that does give them more time. So it does not have to be every day. They're meant to be quick wins, but again, judge by your audience and what works. It could be the theme of the month. So I think it's time to move on to the next one. Yes?
Yep.
Let's move on to, so again, there are those eight challenge kits that are in the bonus bundle, and the topics were building an audience on social media, using social media, jumpstart your business growth plan, which is a great thing for the end of the year now, because people are going to start thinking about their planning for next year. Keeping your customers for life is always a topic that everybody wants. Group coaching, always popular as well. There's the one on the book publishing, increasing revenue from your book. So if you have anybody who's interested in being an author or publishing a book, that's really useful. Getting booked on podcasts, a great way to build your audience as well. Getting interviewed and building relationships there too. The product launch, again, popular. Everyone should be launching and creating products. And then the free publicity. So those are the topics in the 8 challenge kits. And then we have 5 other things, but let's go through the Canva image templates first. So let me find that. Everything will be nicely organized when you get the bundle into these different categories. First 8, and then we've got the social media images. Now, these are in Canva, which I've already opened. When you'll get a little link, you'll get a document with a link in it with a few instructions, and then you'll open the link. It'll give you this, which shows, here, I'll do big screen again. It'll say a template has been created, blah, blah, blah. Use this template. So you'll click on use the template. You'll have to create an account in Canva, and then you'll be able to edit it. And I, because I'm in Microsoft Edge, I can't actually open this right now in here. So let me go back and open that elsewhere. Let me add that link. Yeah, sorry guys, and go over here to where I have my login. I don't ever remember any logins anywhere. So I have to actually show it.
Isn't that what LastPass is for? Remembering our logins.
That's exactly what I do, is use LastPass. So I'm going to log in, and it's all hidden, luckily. And it's going to open up that template and make a copy of it in Canva. And each one of these is going to be very easy for you to edit. You can change out the images, change out the text. Some of these images, I can't remember whether any of them are from our pro plan, but there is a business plan, a pro plan in Canva where you get a bigger selection of images. So you would just delete our logo, put in your own, change the text. These were set up for the course on fast and fearless information products. So some of the quotes or text in here might just be related to that, and you can change it. But like this one can be used for anything. If you're at your best in the late morning, set aside that time to get the most work done, right? And you could change the image. Or why is that the same? That's the same text as well, so it's another option. Optimal times for certain tasks. And then this one is about successful info products, so you can just make that something else or delete it. And there are, how many in here? 50?
I think there's 30 or 50.
I think there's more like 50. Yeah, there's 51. There's 51 in there. So that's enough images for you to be every week, every day for a couple months, depending on how many you want to post. So they're good idea starters as well for some of these. It takes time to figure out pricing. So if you do anything with pricing, this is so cute. I like that picture.
Yeah.
Products similar to yours are proof that there is demand for such a product. So again, even though this particular pack was related to our Fast and Fearless Information Products course, this can be pretty much anything related to helping people create a course or create a product. So hopefully you can see how that is. And on the left here, you can change out the photos and do little searches. What have we got here? Imagine you are delivering the content in front of an audience. Talk to the learners in the same manner. So you can just delete that picture, go into the photos, and what did we say? It's something about audience. So you could just pick something like that and put it at the back and just make it bigger. You don't see too many of these right now. Audiences in person. Look at that. No social distancing at all.
No masks.
No masks.
What's wrong with them?
Hopefully that'll be the case soon. And then you might want to change the color of the text, or you could just put it in a box. So what would I do here? I would even maybe you could put a filter on top of that, or I could go into elements and get some sort of shape like that and put it behind. So that's one option that you could do, and then adding your logo and stuff. So this is a good one right here. You don't need more than that. And there's your image all ready to share on social media. Add your logo, add your URL that you want people to go to at the bottom as well. That's as simple as going in and adding some text. So Canva is free again, but you can do the pro one like we've done. So I would put in contentsparks.com / something like BF bundle, which is the current bundle. And this, I would just move somewhere where it's more visible, like right there. Maybe make it bold, things like that. So you can see how to use that. And when you click on that template, it will say copy of, and you'll just change the name and save it. So I hope that's clear. All right. You said report those people. All
The
right.
great thing about these is you can customize them fully to your brand. So you can add your logo in, add your URL in, and you can change the fonts to your fonts. And Canva's relatively inexpensive at about $13 a month. So in terms of what that gives you is when you're clicking on that black box or the dark grey box behind the text, you can change that colour. And when you change it, if you've got other documents or other elements that colour, at the bottom, it doesn't show because we've only got that one. It normally says change all to this color. So anything that's dark gray can now become that blue. And that just changes it on all of the images for you. So the Pro is, like I say, about $13. It includes lots of photographs, and it also includes various other things.
Mhm.
And I think once you get into the swing of Canva and see how fast you can deliver your visuals for social media, you won't ever want to go back to doing it any other way. Just 10 minutes sitting here creating these means you can download them and upload them into Instagram and Facebook and other places and dominate social media visually very quickly. You can outsource it to an assistant or a VA, or if you've got kids, in my case, you can grab the older ones and say, do this for mummy or she won't feed you for the next week. And, you know, there's lots of ways you can use these templates and customize them very quickly and very easily. Kingdom Living Blueprints, I'm so glad you've got these already. You're going to have so much fun with these. And that's great too, Bob. I think you're going to love the templates as well as all of the challenge materials that come with it. And that's the other thing you can do. You can, if you go to File, Sharon.
Am I looking in here?
Yep.
In
On
Canva?
Yep. Next row, the blue, and go to File. You can make another copy.
Mm-hmm.
And you can adjust all of the quotes on the new copy to fit your challenges. So you can take your little sound bites out of your challenges and put them on the Canva quotes. You've still got the original ones that we've done, and you've now customized them for your challenge.
Yep.
And
so here's the build your audience one. Let's see. Let's go up to the very beginning. So this is just one of the challenge kits that comes in the bonus bundle. It's on how to build your audiences with social media. So here's a little intro, and you can use this to introduce your challenge. Here, having a strategic social media presence benefits your business. I'm just looking for a good quote to put in here. You don't have to create a social media presence and then invite your customers. They're already there. So why don't we do that and go back over to Canva. Where was my Canva? There. And is there one that would be good here? Or we just change the image. So I'm just looking for one of the ones that where we could use it already. There's so many.
Use that one. Go back up where you've got the guy, him.
Yeah.
Because he's obviously looking for his audience. You can tell his head's bent down and he's like, audience, audience, wherefore art thou, audience? And poor Shakespeare will be rolling in his grave to hear that.
I'm just making it a little bit bigger. I think I changed the size on the wrong thing. So you want to highlight all your text. You'll make it smaller. Say, no, not that small. You want it to be legible still.
And this is
just adjust it. Yep.
Really cool things about Canva. It's okay to make a mistake. It's not set in stone. You know, it's not you make a mistake and you're stuck with it. You can tweak and adjust it and make it so that it's absolutely yours. Now, the next thing that Sharon's going to show you, sorry about this, Sharon.
And here I am playing with this because why not?
Why not? You don't have to actually download all of them. You can download one image at a time. And Sharon's just going to show you how to do that.
So I know this is number 16.
Yeah. And then
download, and where it says select pages,
you can scroll to number 16, like so, and then just download that one image. So you can pick out the ones that you want and use them right now, or you can customize them all and download them in a zip file, send them to your assistant, or pop them into your scheduling tool. We've got a question. Are the images all the same size and you change for the various social media? These are all currently set to 1080 by 1080 for Instagram. You can use that in blog posts and it does show quite nicely.
Here, I'll show you how to do that. Is the resize only in the Pro version? Yes. I can't remember. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go to resize. This is the magic resize. And let's say, what could I use? Facebook post? What about Twitter? So these are the standard square ones I'm looking for. And you can do the manual ones as well. Where's Twitter? Am I staring at it? Mm-hmm. I don't see it. It's there somewhere. Anyway, so let's do the Facebook post. It'll copy and resize the whole thing, so it'll open a new tab. And the only thing is, if it's very different in size, you'll have more adjusting, which the biggest one that's different is when you do Pinterest. So then it'll be tall and long. But here you can see that the Facebook size is a little bit different, but you can easily just adjust that. And there you go. And just grab the corners of the image. And now make other adjustments if you want. You can just grab any element and make it bigger or smaller or move it, up to you. So that's the question. Hopefully that's the question on sizing. So you can change it for different. Now, if I tend to keep them the same. So the Instagram works on pretty much everything, but up to you again. You find Instagram works on most things, don't you, Sarah?
Yeah, I do. I find it's the nice size that if I put it in as a blog post image, then when I share it on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn, it might crop a little bit off the top and the bottom, but the majority and the context of the image is there. And ultimately, that's what we want. We want to have somebody who sees that image on Facebook, who then flips over to see us on our blog post. We want the brand consistency there so that they know that we're consistent people, that we're going to deliver through on what we're promising them through in our content.
Yep. And that's all we're going to say about the Canva stuff, because we've been talking for a while and it's time to move on to the next one. So we've been through challenges and how you can use that, the social media images in Canva and how you can also use some of the challenge content in there. And we have the content calendar. This is great because this really can be used with anything. I think we originally did it for, I can't even remember now which one.
I think we put it in Trello, did we? Or was it a PDF?
Build your audience with social media, it was based on as well, which there's a challenge there too. So that's really useful. Let me open it. I'm going to close the challenge and go back and find that. So there are three versions of this actually, I think. There's one in a DocX, which has our branding in it, one that has no formatting in it, and then one that's a PDF. And let me show you the PDF because that gives you an idea of what it can look like after you've branded it. So here I've got it open, 365 days of social media content inspiration. And it's a whole calendar, 12 months, 365 days. I think we may have an extra in there. And it has just little sparks of ideas for each day. So number 9, static electricity day. Who knew? So you can think about, that would be perfect for me to think about sparks content, right? Oh, before we move on, Bob just said, what do you do on Fridays again during the challenge? That was the accountability day where you give worksheets and get them to take action and implement.
I thought you were asking me for a date there, Bob. I thought I was getting lucky. But no, it was work. Darn it.
So there are lots of things. Use this, brand the one that we give you that's totally unbranded, and then use this as a bonus. Say you're doing a course on blogging or on social media or on email or anything where people have to create content, and this will give them ideas. It's a nice bonus for that, or a lead magnet. Skeptics Day, like, I mean, perfect. Think you can't build a business online? Think again. And that would be great content.
The other thing is people sell content calendars all of the time, and people pay up to $37 for it. So you can actually opt people in for your challenge and have this as an expansion for, say, $5 or $7, so that your challenge, if you run ads to it, it becomes a self-liquidating offer, as in the sales that you make from selling your calendar pay for your ads. So you've got a steady stream of leads coming through, paying $5 for this nice little calendar to help them and keep them inspired. And you've got them exactly where you want them, because it's always easier to make another sale through a buyer than it is converting somebody who's never bought before. So it's a really great bonus. You can use it, as Sharon says, like a lead magnet. You can add it as if somebody submits all their homework for the challenge, this is their prize. And I always recommend doing that, because firstly, you get people who I've had several people hashtag Swatty Lottie and hashtag Swatty Susan, where they put the word Swatty in front of their name because they've got their homework in on time, and it adds a bit of fun to the community. And if you've got something that you can give them and you can say, oh gosh, Lottie, you've done 4 lots of homework, Swatty Lottie, indeed you are, I've got a prize for you, check your inbox. You've got people saying, oh, how did she get a prize? How did she get a prize? What have I got to do to get a prize? And they want to jump in and join in. And it really creates a really nice feeling in your community, because it was unexpected and you've jumped in and recognized their work. So having these additional materials is a really good thing. Yep. Which leads me nicely into, you don't actually have to have the challenges. They can make little mini guides. You can put them together and issue them out as prizes and things.
Yep. Just put that branding on again.
Yep.
I'm echoing out of your speakers.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Time to move on to the next one anyway.
Microsoft Office Speed Tip says, I like Peculiar People Day. Would anybody respond? We have to try this. We have to do something for Peculiar People Day.
Okay, what makes you peculiar? What's different about you?
Yeah.
All right. How are you going to stand out in your market?
So that's the great thing about inspiration things, is we're sitting here, we're talking, and the bits of it are grabbing your attention, and they're things that can help grow your business. And it's just one little thing like Peculiar People Day or Skeptics Day. It's great.
Yep. So we are 45 minutes in. We're going to try and keep this to an hour. So let's go into the next one, because this is one where you are going to show us what you did, Sarah. And this is the website, the Next Level Website Content Planner. This was a bonus for people who purchased our Next Level Website Content course, but it's also relevant to the Strategic Website Content course. And several people have used it already to make a printable on Amazon. So on KDP, this is not for Kindle. So I'm going to open, it comes in A4 size and letter size. A4 is European. So Sarah is constantly creating it in that, and I created it in letter. It comes in.
Shrunk mine down to A4, not A4, A5, because I like handbag size books.
I'm going to open it in the PowerPoint. So you can see it's in PowerPoint, very easy. There's some instructions right away. And then each page is going to be easy for you to change colors, add your little bio at the beginning, and or your little about.
That looks like in the actual book, like that.
Oh, wait, let me open. Oh, let me put you up there so you can show people.
Oh,
What? Make
so
it bigger. What?
that's the About My Ideal Client. It's pixelating a bit, I think,
Yeah,
but
it's not
you
really
can
coming up.
see that it's exactly the same as what it is on the PowerPoint template.
Hmm?
And I've got my fonts and content audit right there.
Oops.
Now, you'll notice that there's a lot of space around the edges. Some people like to put borders in their books. I don't, but I do like to write on my planners. So there is built-in writing space around the edges.
There's
So
all,
when you get it and you see that you've got about an inch either side of the content, that's so people can take notes, doodle, draw. And that's the other thing. When I'm sitting there thinking, I sit there drawing little daisies or little Star of Davids over and over and over, and then turning them into daisies. And then sometimes I add a little bit of grass, and before you know it, my content planning is a field with cows and houses in it.
oh,
But there's lots of nice space. It's nicely laid out, and it is absolutely perfect as an add-on for the next level website content. You can sell it as a standalone, like I do. I mean, I didn't even change the name. How lazy is that?
wait, I gotta find your Amazon page. There it is. Well, you called it Next Level Content Planner. So you can
Yeah,
see you can sell it as a printable, not as Kindle, but again, but because you can't
yeah.
do this sort of content as a on Kindle. But look, she's selling it for $15 or whatever it
Mhm.
in pounds in the UK one.
Yeah,
So you can sell it all over the world too.
yeah. And
And do you
you
have a
can,
link, like a call to a link to your website in there? I don't see a first page
it's
in
on
there.
the back. Oh, it's on the back, and it says contentnitro.co.uk/NLC, which takes them to the nextlevelcontent.com, which has
Okay.
absolutely nothing on it. Um,
Uh-oh.
but it is there for when I'm ready to actually do something.
Okay, well now you have to get a little lead magnet in or an opt-in in there to get people onto your list. But Sarah did this really quickly. It took longer to get the approval than to
Yeah.
actually get the
We
book.
put it in, I think it was the 24th of September we put it in, and it finally got here in the UK around the 7th of November. That's how long it took. But once I got it, I could see, I don't think I've got I do have the other one to hand. The first edition was like so, and it's got a glittery cover on the front and it's glossy. And I always recommend you do glossy because it's got a really nice feel, and people are reluctant to throw out things that feel good. They want to keep them because if it's glossy, it must be expensive. But I didn't actually like the blue cover once it had actually printed up. So I went out and I got one with these little, wrong side, gold splashes of glitter on it. And this one's in matte, and I've changed it since then so that it's in glossy. But the main thing was this one and this one cost exactly the same money. And once you've done one cover, to change it is literally 5 minutes. Will make the perfect toilet book. Well, if you remember that conversation we had about toilet books.
Oh, I should show you. We do give you the cover as well in a
Yeah.
in a template for different sizes. So, for instance, letter size, we do give you that because there are very specific designs or sizing for KDP. So it has my picture in there, but these are just placeholders where you're going to put your own content in. So I have my image and a little something about Content Sparks, my logo and URL, but then this is the sort of thing you want to do. One side, the right side is going to be the front, the left side is going to be the back. And as Sarah said, she put her URL in there at the bottom as well so that people see and go visit your site. So we have the sizing in there. So there really is very little that you have to do other than add your branding and your little bio and stuff and get it up there on KDP, which is CreateSpace.
Yeah. Well, there's 76 pages, I believe, on the template, but I've actually added extra. I think I've got about 130 in mine. So what I did was, instead of making it for 3 months, I made it for more months. And I added in additional things, like I've got a marketing tracker. I can't remember if that's in there. And I've got some additional content planning pages. It's really easy to duplicate the pages in PowerPoint and customize them to what you want to do.
Yeah, you guys, I mean, most people know PowerPoint. Binding and spine is okay at that number. Yeah, we took the numbers from Amazon, from KDP, and created that whole template cover based on what they say the margins and sizing should be. It's a little bit weird, the sizing on there. Yeah, I think I closed it already, but I'll open it up.
With the spine, I don't actually put any text on the spine. You can see down there, I don't have any text on there. It just is a plain cover with text on one side and the name and that on the other side. If you wanted to get a little fancy, you could put in a little strip of text for where the spine should be. But to be honest with you, I want these to be used and not sat on a shelf. And if somebody's got one of these on the shelf where they can see what it is, it means they're not being used.
And if it's on the toilet, make sure you have a pen next to it.
Yes, a pen next to it. In your cover, you'll see that we've also left a space for your ISBN number. So you can see there's a little block that's empty there. If you go over into that with the text, you're going to cover your ISBN number, and Amazon's going to get a bit shirty. So we've left that gap there. Amazon give you a free ISBN number if you use CreateSpace, so you don't have to worry about that unless, of course, you've got your own supply. So everything is all in there, ready for you to physically upload it. And once you've got your interior how you like, you can have 20 or 30 different covers, because people like to have a selection. They like to have a Christmas cover, they like to have an Easter cover, they like to have one for January. They're a Scorpio, so they like a Scorpio star sign on it. So you can get really creative. You are not restricted to one planner. Yeah. And the great thing about this is, if you get the Next Level Content course, you can actually send people a planner and a little handwritten note and say, thank you for getting it. So if you remember the call we did with Ken Creel, and he was talking about swag and creating an experience, you can use your books to create the experience. And your Amazon author copy will be something like $5. So you're making a good $10 on each planner. We recommend you sell them for $14.99 because they are packed with really valuable things for your audience. Okay, don't sell yourself cheap. Don't try and make 50 pence off of your planners. Go for you're giving somebody really good value. This is a really quality planner that's been put together for you by Team Sparks, and you're just going to love it. You're just going to sell out of it.
Yep. And I think we have one coming up. I think we're doing another planner type thing for the course, the brand new course next week on using content upgrades. Pretty sure that's being worked on as well. So you can get used to it and be able to have a series on different topics. And with like you said, the different covers, so you could have it themed on different audiences as well, not just on holidays. But if you have your I can't think offhand what audiences, but your musicians who are creating their websites, or your plumbers who are creating their websites, whoever it is, you can have different themes on the planners, on the covers. All right, so let's move on, because the next one is, let me see. Next one are the mini planners. So we're talking, staying on the book topic here. This is for people that are publishing a book. One of the toughest things they have is doing the book description and the author bio. So there are 2 planners in here, 2 mini planners that you can also offer as bonuses or printables or things like that. I will show you first the author bio one. So let's open that up. Again, these are in PowerPoint, so they're going to be very easy for you to edit. And you'll put your logo in, your name, and then it's a little explanation of why bios matter. You can add your own colors in here. You didn't do one of these, did you, Sarah, to show?
Yeah.
But you can easily, like, this is different. This is actually in SmartArt. So you can go into your SmartArt design, just make sure you have the whole box highlighted, go into SmartArt design and change the colors. Say you want a mix of different colors. You can do that right in there, and do that elsewhere in the book as well, in this planner, so that you have your own branded version with your logo and everything. So we keep it relatively generic, but all laid out. And I think there are 10 pages in here. And by the end, after going through it, you have your author bio. So you could go through this yourself as well. And then if you're teaching people, authors, how to put together their books and publish their books, you can have this as another surprise gift or bonus or add-on, part of the course, part of the lead magnet to get people who are interested, who are really interested in writing books. Have this as their little, as your mini micro offer as well. So that thing that pays for the ads, like Sarah said before, you can have this on some sort of download page. So say you're running a challenge. We had that challenge on promoting and marketing your book that's also in here in the bundle. So you can do that, running it, and have this as a little paid offer at the end. Maybe that you run the challenge and you sell the live stream video recordings and have this as a bonus with that at the end. So you run the challenge for free and then sell the videos afterwards for people who want to be able to go back over them, and give this as a bonus. And the other one that comes with it, which is, whoops, I don't want to save those changes. We're not looking at this anymore.
But Sharon's right when she's saying, you can actually use the challenge and these additional planners and other things that you've got in this Black Friday bundle to actually create a course. So you can do the challenge and sell the recordings with the bonuses of the little, is it the author planner bonus? I can't remember what the other
There's
one.
the author bio and the book description.
And the book description.
I have the book description now open.
A really nice $27 course for people to get a taste of what you actually do. And then your upsell can be the blog to book, or it can be how to write your expert book. And you can have the how to write the expert book and the blog to book as a bonus for people who buy that, because people online expect bonuses. They don't expect to pay $27 for a course and not have additional things with it. And the same for your upsells and your cross sells and all of those. And when you buy one of these bundle packs, you're giving yourself bonuses to go with all of your other courses, and you're giving yourselves mini courses to lead generate, and you're doing your business lots and lots of goodness.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and there's a lot of discounts for some of our courses here too, if you want to grab those, which brings us to that last thing, the curriculum planner. Now, this is the only thing in here that's not brandable. It's not for giving away or editing or putting your own branding on. This last one is for you to use to plan the courses that you're going to sell and that you're going to put together as a curriculum or as a series, because Our customers who have the most success in growing their business and really scaling their income are the ones who have multiple courses. But you're not just going to throw up courses willy-nilly in any kind of order. You want to plan those out so they make sense in some sort of theme, some sort of flow, depending on what your audience needs, which is why we have this for you. So you have to start by clarifying your audience, set out a theme for your curriculum, identify skill gaps, map out the timing, decide how you'll deliver it. So those are your key steps that you need to do first. And then there's room in here to actually work on that with some notes on each thing and what you need to do. So there's an explanation of each as well. And you'll see there's a page for each of those skill gaps, timing, lots more bullet points with ideas on delivering, how to deliver your content. And then you actually brainstorm your title, some other reflections, so thinking about it, what you learned from it, and then laying out your next steps. So you definitely want to print this out and use it yourself for planning out your series of programs that you're going to use. And this is so critical for you to do. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to have more than one course. And I'm not saying that just because we sell a lot of courses. I'm saying it because I want to see you be successful, and just having one isn't enough. It'll get you started, and I definitely recommend, if you have not done any kind of online courses before or live workshops, you start with one. And you start with the one that you know something about, you know a lot about, and can just talk to. And you use our courses as your guide. So that's your foundation, your starting point with the learning experience laid out. Look for where you might want to add stuff, change the language. You have some things of your own already that you want to put in there, some things that are irrelevant to your audience. So you just pull it out, but it's all there and you can just teach to it because you know the topic. For the other ones that you want to teach, your audience needs, but you don't feel that confident in it yet, go through our course, learn it, practice it a bit, get some experience with it, and then you can teach it. Because at that point, you'll know it because you've done it. And if your audience needs it, don't let your lack of experience in that topic stop you from teaching a course. You just want to make sure you do learn it first, and then you'll be that big step ahead and people can learn from you. So you may not bill yourself as the expert of all time on this and be teaching it to the most advanced people. But if your people are lower down on the scale and newer, once you've done it, you know that much more than them. So you can help them. A lot of people are hesitant to teach a topic because they feel like they aren't the expert, the biggest expert on it, who knows everything. Well, there's always going to be somebody that knows more than you do. At least for most people. Maybe not Sarah, but for most people. I've been challenging Sarah and Kevin with Thrive themes, and I was convinced they knew absolutely everything about it. And now I find out that it's like one thing, one thing, but they're going to learn it, and then they're going to be able to show me. Mm-hmm. So definitely don't let that hold you back on any of these. Start with one. Use that curriculum planner that comes in the bonus there to plan out your curriculum, and then start with the one that you know best. Okay. So Microsoft Office Speed Tips. Tell me who you are. What's your name? I'm going to purchase the BF bundle. Looks awesome. Great. Also going to purchase the $7 Christmas special. If you don't yet have an Etsy or Instagram, is it worth setting up now and selling it as an unknown vendor?
Why not? My daughter set up an Etsy shop last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We were coming back from martial arts because that's moved from a Friday to a Thursday. And we're in the car, and it's typical car journey. Firstly, this may come as a shock to you, so brace yourselves. Girls sweat. So I got two very stinky young ladies in the back of the car. And of course they're stinky because they've been throwing themselves and their grappling dummies all over the place. They've just done an hour's worth of training, really hot. So they're sitting in the back of the car and you're very grateful to be wearing your mask because it's very stinky in an enclosed space and it's cold outside. So if you open the window, you get, "Mom!" And, so there we were in the car, hot, sweaty, smelly. And one of mine pipes up, "Oh, by the way, I've set up an Etsy shop." And, "Oh, have you, darling? What are you selling?" "Oh, you know all those revision cards that I made for revising for my mocks?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, I decided to scan them into the computer, print them out onto card, and sell them in Etsy. And I reckon if I sell them for $8.99 GCSE revision packs with £1.50 postage and packaging, I can make £5 per revision pack."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
Excellent.
"Oh, okay then. How are you going to sell them? Bear in mind you're an unknown seller on Etsy." She went, "Instagram. I'm going to put them on my story. I'm going to put them on my profile. I'm going to put the link in there. And then I'm probably going to do a few lives telling people that, they can get them and revising is important. And this really speeds up the revising." And I'm thinking, oh, they're so grown up. When did that happen?
That's brilliant. Yeah. And they can have different covers and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Micro Gail.
Yep. She's Micro Gail, Microsoft Office speed tips. Perfect. And she does not sweat
She
either.
radiates and glows.
Don't we all? Right. All right. So we're going to wrap things up. You've seen now, I'll do a quick recap here so you can see, where is it? Okay. So again, this is the Black Friday bundle of bonuses. This will be available until Monday. So it's also Cyber Monday, Black Friday. It's kind of the whole weekend these days that people run these things. So you'll see the timer there. You can add it to the cart. We estimated the values around $600, but we're only selling it for $47 for this weekend, and you cannot buy these anywhere else. They were only given during launches and sales as special add-ons. So there's the 8 challenge kits that go with 8 different courses. Actually, there are a couple that could be applied to more than one. And then there's the Canva image templates that you can edit however you want. And we showed how you could take other tips from, say, the challenges and put them in there and use them to promote that. There's a content inspiration challenge or a calendar with 365 days, including the Peculiar People Day and the Skeptics Day and the Static Electricity Day, or whatever it was called, with Sparks that'll give you lots of ideas. That one originally went with the Build Your Audience, but it's really for anything with content. Website Content Planner, Sarah showed us what she did as printable on Amazon KDP that you can sell or use as some swag for people in your course or client, coaching client. It's a little gift. Or you can use it when you teach and sell our next level website content course. But again, these can be used related to certain courses of ours, but they don't have to be. So you can use it to build your audience or as surprise gifts or to promote someone else as an affiliate. And then there are those mini planners, the author bio and the book description one, which are great for authors. People want to write a book. Also great, a lot of these things as micro offers to get some quick income, which you could also use for ads. And then that curriculum planner that you want to use to plan out your curriculum, your series of courses, which is your ultimate goal for really scaling your business as a course creator. So you'll see that on the page. There's the URL, contentsparks.com/BF bundle. And remember, there's also, once you add it to your cart, there's that suggested add-ons page with our new layout, which you'll learn about how to design things like this if you get next week's launch. but you'll see there's a coupon on there so that you can get any of those courses if you don't have them or you want to get one of them in particular related to one of the bonuses. So we did give a coupon because, why not? And what else was there? I think that's everything. I'll just go back here. Any last things to add, Sarah, while we're on here?
Gal just said, this is a great deal. Thanks. Appreciate the walkthrough. And she also purchased Blog to Book, and it will tie in beautifully. She'll be a very busy girl.
You
Absolutely.
will indeed.
If you get your Etsy shop up the weekend, your Instagram account started next week, you can start pitching what you've got. And as you get people through your challenges and talking to them, you can then either deliver it live or record it and put it in your academy or wherever you keep your courses. So I think this is a great thing. And I think if you don't get it, you're an idiot. And if you're offended, you know where I am. England. Long way, big ocean.
And make sure you're capturing those emails. No matter what, capture those emails because you're going to be building an audience with any of these where they're very targeted and they're interested in the topic. So you may be promoting the course, but anyone who downloads them as a lead magnet or who you're selling them to or providing as some sort of gift, make sure you have it. Either you're capturing them as a new email or you have them tagged in your email marketing system so you know that that's a topic they're interested in. And then you can be planning forward. And when you're planning out your curriculum series, you know that's a topic that people are interested in when you look at your stats. So stay organized on that. We use ActiveCampaign, but there are a lot of other systems as well that you can do that in. All right. So again, there's the URL, contentsparks.com/BF bundle. It's available through Monday. We will continue looking out for comments and stuff. I'm actually in LA at the moment, looking out at the beautiful ocean, which is wonderful. It's a great place to be for Thanksgiving weekend. But I'll still be looking at email. I'm always looking at email and a little bit at Facebook too, if you have comments. And also Fiona's on our support desk, which is support@contentsparks.com. If you have questions about anything specific, where's my support link? Here. So if you have questions about a specific item or specific course, you can also email support and she'll keep an eye out for that, or just post in the Facebook group or the Facebook page because Sarah has a lot of experience with these too, and I'll be looking out for it. So BF bundle. All right, everybody. Sarah, thanks for coming on and showing all that stuff. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. It's always good to plug my planners. Maybe Content Sparks material only.
Yeah, right. So if you only want the planner, all you have to do is go onto Amazon and search Next Level Content Planner or Next Level Website Content Planner, and Sarah's comes up as like the top one. And you can just buy it. I think it's $15 if you're in the US. What is it in the UK?
I think it's $11.99 because I think we did place a selling restriction on it. It has to be $14.99 or more because it really is a powerful thing for your people, and you want them to value it. You don't want them to say, "Oh, it's only $5," and buy it and never use it. You want them to use it and fall in love with content and come and buy all of your courses. And if they don't value it and they don't pick it up and use it, they're never going to do that. You're training them to take action.
Yeah. No matter what, you're usually underpricing your products and your services. So be aware of that. Just because you're getting a head start and having the foundation done for you with our content doesn't mean you should be undercharging for it. Just charge as if you had created it from scratch and spent those months or years in some case for some people getting your courses and content together. Charge as if you've done that. We're just giving you the starting and that big time saving so that you can focus on putting your own branding and insights into it and your experience. So you don't have to waste that time. All right. And off we go. I'm going to go out with my daughter for the rest of the day, and I hope you guys have some fun stuff planned this weekend too. And just don't forget about the bundle. All right, close it out. Take care, everybody. Talk soon.